Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a fully wacky couple in love that loves from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yes, we do.
So this is episode 8 that we're checking out today, and we left it off on a very dramatic part where Al is in trouble. He's getting jumped.
Yeah.
Literally. And
yes.
Yeah, you gotta make sure that he's all right.
Yeah, and Ed's going through like the crazy Die Hard air vent.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel like it's going to give me a jump scare because we know something's coming.
If you want full reactions for this, check out Patreon. Links in the description of this video. And we also have a playlist in the description of the video for all of our Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood reactions.
Yeah.
Ready to do this?
Ready.
I had a dream that this guy was in front of me, reaching out to touch my heart. I'm starting to get the song.
Oh, okay. I was like, but it stopped.
Yeah, I know.
I was enjoying it.
Standing in a field of corn.
I have to admit, like in the last one when Al was like, you know, Ed, don't you need to get something to eat? And he was like, no thanks. I got a little bit sad. I was like, poor Al, because he doesn't have a body. So like, he doesn't get to enjoy feeling the breeze on his face or eating a really good meal or having like a comforting cup of tea. Like he doesn't, none of that.
He doesn't get to experience tea? How sad.
It is sad.
I know.
Tea is life.
I know, trust me.
Tea and chapstick. You must always have chapstick.
But bonus,
too.
he doesn't have chapped lips ever.
True. That is nice.
So he doesn't need chapstick.
That is nice.
The fifth laboratory.
Doesn't sound better to say it that way.
Yeah.
Like when it's a title like that.
See, dodged.
Mr. Piccolo would be so proud.
Pretty spry.
Well, for your size.
Yeah.
If you didn't, though, it wouldn't be worth the effort to cut you down.
Who are you?
I'm number 66. Well, that's the name they gave me when I came to work here anyway. I'm going to cut you up nice and neat. All you have to do is sit back and scream.
Make it sound so appealing.
What is all this?
Blood sacrifice.
I don't know who you are, kid, but you sure figured out a lot just from looking at a transmutation circle.
Who are you, pal?
For the moment, let's just say my name is number 48. My orders are to dispose of anyone who wanders in here, poking his nose where it doesn't belong. Try not to take it personally, boy.
All right, I won't. You try not to take it personally when this boy kicks your ass.
All right, then, let's see what you got. A prosthetic arm, huh? No matter. My sword can pierce steel as well as flesh.
My, what's this? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you're hollow inside.
You're a perceptive one.
I could tell from the sound. I spar against someone like you all the time.
Yep.
To think there's more than one idiot in the world who came up with the brilliant idea of bonding a disembodied soul to a suit of armor.
Perhaps I should introduce myself again. 48 is the number I was assigned when I was on death row, back when I still had a living.
Are they using condemned prisoners like you to make philosopher's stones here?
Yeah.
Well, I can't tell you. It isn't my area. They simply recognized my skills, gave me this body, and made me their trusty guard dog.
I'm sure they gave you a seal, too, to serve as a medium between soul and armor.
I have a blood seal. This is it right here.
That's awfully considerate of you to show me your weak spot.
He's that confident.
Why not just let me go?
What kind of mass murderer lets his prey get away so easily? Let's fight.
Did you hear what I said? My dear little Alicia's about to turn 3!
Happy butt wiggle.
She's the cutest little thing. You should see her.
I'm sure she's adorable, but stop calling me to gush over your daughter.
Not just my daughter, Colonel. I gush over my wife, too. Go ahead, Colonel. I know you're dying to gush over your very own Scar-faced Ishvalan.
We found many bodies on the site where he vanished. He hasn't been sighted anywhere in the east. So at the present, many people here think it's most likely that he's dead.
Nope.
We've been played! I thought it was suspiciously quiet in here.
Major Armstrong's gonna take his shirt off again and yell at...
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna take his shirt off again.
Let's go, Sergeant.
Huh? Where?
To the 5th laboratory.
My shoulder doesn't feel right.
Oh no, that one little part that she missed?
I increased the percentage of chrome, so
Oh no.
don't try anything crazy.
Oh, not as strong.
What a cute little monkey.
Who you calling little?
It's been too long since I've had prey that was worth hunting. Right about now, my companion should be finishing off the partner you left outside.
Is this companion of yours strong?
He isn't as strong as I am, though.
In that case, I don't need to worry. You see, we've been sparring partners a long time, and I've still never beaten him.
Why can't you sit still for a second and let me cut you up, you big bucket of...
You're empty.
There's a bit of a story behind that. It all starts with a man by the name of Barry. Once upon a time, right here in Central, there was a butcher named Barry who loved his work. His favorite part was cutting up the meat into little tiny pieces. In time, of course, Barry was caught, but not before 23 victims had fallen.
Damn.
Barry was sent to the gallows for his wicked deeds.
I mean, given a new life.
Barry isn't actually dead, you see. He's very much alive.
Yeah, we gathered that.
Sorry, I've never heard of you. I'm from a little town in the east, so...
But even if you don't know who I am, shouldn't you at least be a little scared? Shouldn't you be going, ah! Or what happened to your body? Or something? Ah! You were on death row too. You had me startled there.
No way, I'm not a criminal.
Then what happened to you?
Long story. Yeah.
When I lost my body, my brother transmuted my soul and bonded it to this armor.
Are you sure you and your brother are really related?
Well, I guess we don't look that much alike anymore.
No. That's not what I mean. Are you sure that you're not a puppet created and controlled by your so-called brother? Were you ever even a real person to begin with?
Oh, don't let him mess with your head.
I have memories. I remember who I was before.
Memories he implanted. Come on, Al. It's getting in your head.
Then how do you know that you were really alive?
Exactly.
This area's off limits. Don't move.
Okay.
There's nothing I love more than chopping up live people. I kill, therefore I am. As long as I know that, it's all I need to prove to myself that I've always been me.
Then I'll have to hurry up and defeat you so I can get around to taking care of him.
Go out, do it now!
What? That was dirty!
It was clever.
You still haven't destroyed the blood seal I so kindly pointed out.
There's something I need to ask you about.
The Philosopher's Stone?
Yes, tell me everything you know about it.
Watch out for his body attacking you.
I'm not beaten yet.
Yeah. I was trying to think that his body doesn't need a head. Oh, there were two parts to it?
Two symbols.
I forgot to mention something about this mass murderer Slicer.
His crimes were really done by a pair of brothers.
An independent head and body? That's a dirty...
Are you ready? Round two's about to begin, short stuff.
I've lost too much blood. I'm starting to feel dizzy. Not good.
Then he's shirtless mustache man.
I'm going to die.
Ooh.
You reminded me of someone I don't like. And now I've done exactly what he did.
How could you, you brat?
He's wriggling, that's freaky!
As much as I hate to admit it, we've lost.
So you're not gonna tell me you're really three brothers, are you?
No. Hurry up and destroy us.
Tell me about the Philosopher's Stone.
With bodies like these, are we really even people?
Well, Al is. So.
If I didn't, that would mean I didn't believe my own brother
Yep.
was a person either.
I told you I'm not a puppet!
You keep telling yourself that. But how can you know for sure? How can you be certain you were really alive?
Because he loves.
You've got a blood seal too, right? Destroy it. Go ahead, break it yourself. If you die, you were a real boy all along, just like you want to believe.
There's no way I could ever do that!
Then I guess I'll have to do it for you, won't I?
I know that my brother is a human being. That means you guys are human too. I will not take the life of another person.
Yeah, you're talking to a couple killers.
My brother and I have been lying, stealing, cheating, and killing together for as long as we can remember. And now that we're in these pseudo bodies, we'll be treated like humans for the first time. Don't you see the irony? For that boy, I'll give you a parting gift. I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you who made the Philosopher's Stone. Ordered us to guard this place.
No, you won't. Because she has no problem killing people.
My, that was a close call. Number 48, you should know better than to talk about things that don't concern you.
Well, well, would you look at that? What's the Fullmetal Pipsqueak doing here?
Such a troubles. How did you find out about this place?
Brother! Brother! Brother!
Quit your pathetic blubbering, you idiot! You were trying to kill one of our most important sacrifices. Do you understand me? You could have messed up the entire plan. What would we have done then? Huh?
What plan are you talking?
Already lost so much blood, there's no way you can take him on.
The Pipsqueak's raring to go. I think I made it angry.
Don't call me Pipsqueak again.
Then what would you prefer? A Pipsqueak? Whoa now. There's no need to fight here. Someone might get hurt, you know.
This is a fight that you started, so come on!
Lucky me! You're fortunate your arm's broken. If not for that, you wouldn't be getting off so easily.
Don't ever forget this. Always remember we allowed you to live. We can't have him poking around this place again. It's too dangerous.
And you remember that was your biggest mistake. He's gonna take you down.
What was Ed about to tell me? He said he'd been too afraid to say it before. What could have frightened him that much?
Are you sure you're not a puppet created by your soul?
No.
What's the matter, little boy? You got something on your mind?
Shut up! You're wrong!
Just accept it. You'll feel better.
Come on, Al.
What?
Stay right there.
Hey, nice.
This isn't going quite as I planned.
Get away from there.
But my brother is still inside the building!
Ed's in there.
I know what this means. Time to get out of here.
Brother!
Take cover, Al, or you're going to get caught in it too.
There you are! I brought a little present for you.
Brother!
His life's not in danger, but he has lost a lot of blood, so you might want to get him to a hospital as soon as you can. Also, you really should
Thanks, villain.
stop him from taking these crazy risks. He's a precious resource.
But who are you?
Lieutenant Ross, we need to...
And why do they want him alive so much? Why is he a precious resource? What do they want to do for him? What do they want him to do for them?
That's a good question. Oh, goodbye, building. Guess it's not in use now.
I know it well. That's the sound of a building exploding. It's such a comforting sound. The way it reverberates through your entire body.
Okay, freak.
Keep it down in there, Kibley.
Oh, do excuse me. I was just recalling the Ishvalan War of Extermination.
We touched on that guy a couple times now, but like, when is he gonna break out?
So things here at Central are pretty hectic. The senior staff in charge of State Alchemist is short-handed, thanks to Scar's killing spree. Oh? Rumor has it a promotion to Central for one Colonel Mustang isn't far off. Watch yourself, though. You can't move up the ladder as young as you are without making enemies. I've been prepared for that from the start.
Just a word of warning from someone who knows the game, which means get yourself a wife.
Seriously?
He hung up on me just like that.
Stop making so many personal phone calls, okay?
Oh, so sorry.
I like how he did that because it made me think that, you know, like, oh, he's like giving a warning because like he's gonna be like after his job or something like that. Or maybe he like, you know, he knows of a plot against him. It's like, no, that's why you need to get yourself a wife.
Wives come in handy.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the episode. I mean, it still felt like it was a setup episode to like our larger plot, but there was more action in this one than in the previous one.
For
So,
sure.
while I still feel like we're on the incline of our roller coaster of the plot. The fight was good. It was, I mean, obviously we've been thinking like, oh, they're murdering people to create a Philosopher's Stone. Had not been expecting that they were doing the blood voodoo transmutation
thing,
soul binding thing.
Yep.
So that was an interesting twist. And it was just, I mean, if you're going to be a villain, it's a very smart twist. You might as well get your murderers to be your bodyguard.
Yeah. And I like the twist of there being two of them in the bodies.
Yeah.
So I thought that was clever. Because I guess I didn't realize how it worked. I mean, that's why he put the symbol on Al's body instead of like just like on the helmet or whatever. So then it's like if he whatever has that mutation on it is what gets like animated. Yeah, if you just animated the head, like I didn't realize that when the head came off. Like I thought he just had total control of his body anyways. It's like so, you know. But now it makes more sense why Ed in that moment felt safe and felt like, you know, like okay, he had won because he didn't think that the body could move without, you know, since it didn't have the symbol on it.
I will say I was surprised at how disturbed I was by the murdering of the symbol, especially from or of the body of. I mean, like one, it's an object versus like a flesh and blood human, and two, this was a murderer who was trying to kill Ed. But at the same time, like just seeing I'm terrible with names, but like our supervillain in like the halter top and skirt going like with this big sword down on the symbol was pretty disturbing.
Yeah. And I think it's also because, I mean, you know, they're like an evil version of Ed and Al, but they're like together and the guy like calling after his brother as he was dying, you know. Yes, they are criminals, but like we didn't get to see the crimes that they committed. Like, whereas the other guy, they kind of went more over his backstory and how horrific it was and all the terrible things that he did, killing 23 people and just cutting them up into little pieces. So it was nice getting that like backstory in there with the guy with the sword. Since we didn't know his backstory, like it was easier to feel, I don't know, bad in that moment or feel sorry for him in that moment because, you know, it did feel like kind of like what Ed was saying, that they were human because like Al's still living.
Yeah. And I did appreciate the guy's line about like, oh, now that we're finally not in a human body and we're just this suit of metal, now we're suddenly being treated as an actual person by someone because Ed understands. Ed gets it. And, you know, he gave them the consideration that they went their entire lives without getting.
Yeah. And we got the first like interaction between Ed and our villain characters. I was hoping, I think it was last episode we saw it where she was saying she's got to go talk to like father or whatever.
Yeah.
And we haven't really seen him unless, you know, the little shorter one is the father, but you know, don't think so.
No. I'm gonna be curious. I feel like whenever we meet that person, they're gonna make an impression and a rather grand entrance.
Do you think we've already met the person?
I had not considered that.
Because that's what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, well, since they didn't show the character, like, I'm like, okay, if you want, like, it's a newer character, I feel like you want to introduce that character and like get like at least see what the character looks like. Versus if it's like a character that just call him father, but it's someone that we already know and like wouldn't expect is actually a villain. I don't know who it could be. I have no guesses as to who it could be, but that was just a thought that I had.
It can't be Mustache Man. I would be so sad.
No. He's way too, like you say, he's too sweet.
Yeah.
He's way too sweet for that. That would be devastating.
Yes, it would. Yes, it really would.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited for the next episode. I want the mystery to be revealed as to like why Ed is so important. Why is he a precious resource? Who is their father? Yeah. Like there are some outstanding questions from this episode that I very much want the answers to.
I don't think they're all going to come in the next episode. I hate to disappoint you.
That is sad.
Yeah. I don't know if they'll, I mean, you know, I feel like a lot of them will come in this, say season, but we'll say part or whatever, because Netflix has it divided up into 5 parts. So
yeah,
in this part it'll come up. But yeah, I think there's a lot more questions coming up too. Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Fullmetal Alchemist, which keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.